We be talking. Yours would be, especially them cowardly, not cowardly people, but those people out there, they wouldn't be nowhere around. And I hate to bring up care, but where is care? What do they do? It's unbelievable. What, did we go down there 4 or 5 times? Inshallah, next week we'll go a couple of more times, just for the heck of it. We'll go down after that once a week. We just go till we get tired. It's harassment. What, you care? We're going to bring it all in that. What, is it because you don't believe in democracy? So you got to remember what they say. They say, we got to have democracy. They talking democracy. I said, democracy means all sides get a hearing. And then you do what's best. That's what a democracy is. I say, if you cut somebody out, you don't want their side even considered. I said, that's not a democracy. You asking the white man for a democracy, but you're not giving no democracy to your brother. Why? Because you know what they're going to say. Well, as usual, they could care less what we say. But see, the Quran and the Hadith are very clear. It set challenges on everybody to speak the truth, even if it's against yourself. I don't think they're that way at all. They ain't even thinking about collaborating with the Quran and Hadith. Okay. This other one is very close to the one before. Both of them from Sahih Muslim. Every Muslim is a Muslim brother. If you hide your brother's fault, then the one that's in paradise will hide your faults, that type of thing. Jabir ibn Abdullah radiallahu anhu related to us, saying that I had taken the pledge at the hand of the Apostle of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to observe salat, to pay zakat, and to be a sincere well-wisher. We have to look at the Muslims. Are the Muslims our well-wishers, or are we just crazy? Where are the well-wishers? That's part of Islam. Deen al-Nasiha. One Nasiha is just to advise, the other is to be a well-wisher. I wish you well. Now, we have to ask ourselves, does it appear that the Muslims wish us well? When everybody that's doing whatever they do is just acting as crazy as they want to. I think, or we think, that from the history of things, that maybe we're the ones on the right road. Whoever does not, this is Hudayfa, whoever does not take an interest in the affairs and problems of Muslims is not of them. And whoever's state is such that each morning and evening he is not loyal and earnest towards Allah, towards His Apostle, toward the Amir, and toward the Ummah. He's not of them. Okay. It is related that by Anas radiallahu anhu, the Apostle of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, anyone before whom a Muslim brother is being defamed and his reputation is being injured, and he can speak for him and defend his good name, and also does it, Allah will help him in this world as well as the next. While if he does not defend him or support him, although he is in a position to do so, Allah will take him to task for it, both in this world and the next. That's saying a mouthful. That's saying, basically, we believe that the Quran and the Sunnah is on our side. Seems like it's getting cool again. Huh? That boy, be serious. Let me just read some of Mukhtar's stuff. Help us rebuild Masjid al-Islam under new leadership. That's what he has. He sent these out and he put addresses on them so I would get some of these. Remember, this is constant harassment. He knew I would get them. There was always something about, we got a new account in his name, we got something ridiculous. So he has a picture of this property, this brand new white there. That's where I just freshly painted. This is part of the big yard there. This is the masjid. Who is that will loan to Allah a beautiful loan, which Allah will double to his credit and multiply many times. It is Allah who giveth you want or plenty, and to him shall be your return. Masjid al-Islam is in need of the Muslims' help. We are one of the oldest African American masjids in Oakland, Bay Area community. For over 35 years, Masjid al-Islam has helped the Muslims all over the world with issues that affect their living as well as their lives. We have always supported the Muslim struggle for Allah's cause. Now we are asking you to please help support your brothers and sisters at Masjid al-Islam. Save Masjid al-Islam from future closure. Of course, there's no possibility of it closing because we own the masjid. Please help us reach our goal of $150,000. Become part of a plan for future. This is, of course, our stuff that he's put on here.
Right.
Yes,
right.
It's okay. To help to continue our work at Masjid al-Islam, your generosity in any amount is greatly appreciated. Inspire the next generation of Muslim leaders. The only thing, and they got our account down here, Muslim Educational Center, and your own donation plan of donating directly to the Bank of the West. So yeah, they got the account Bank of the West. You could call Amir Mukhtar, or you can call Khadija Mujahid. This is another one. Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mukhtar, letter of introduction. I am the Amir of Masjid al-Islam in Oakland. I would like to state my intention for Masjid al-Islam. First, I must say that I have been a member of Masjid al-Islam for over 25 years. I am a student of Amir Abdul-Malik Ali. In 1991, I was elected Wazir of Security. I held this for over 17 years. We have never had to use injury or deadly force, even though I am trained in both. I guess he's trying to let me know. We sent him up to Colorado and somewhere to be real quick with guns, you know what I mean, and stuff. All that stuff. We sent him for that. Now, if you're a damn fool, that stuff is not going to help you. I never once asked to head security or my. Actually, Mukhtar did ask. Let's say begged. Let's say almost crawled around on the floor. Please, just give me a chance. Because see, you got to remember now, everybody told him he was stupid. Everybody treated him like he was stupid, including Abdul Malik, including Luqman, the teachers. Everybody treated, oh, That's as though babysitting was his job. You know, taking care of the young people down at the school and walking them to the masjid, from the school to the masjid. That was part of his job. So he claims that he was a student of abdul-alim, and that over the years we have been faced with internal problems mostly related to our founder, Imam abdul-alim Musa. To make a long story short, Imam Musa's arrogant, it does nothing, has forced many members to leave. All the people leave. It's not them just up and leaving, it's my arrogance. And when they leave, remember, they like the people here, they leave with their jaws swole up and their pockets full all the time. Okay, anyway, it is my duty as Amir to help save the masjid as well as the community from Imam Musa corruption. The money we spend, and it's corrupt. It is my mission to fight corruption at its core. Sounds like a politician. First with Imam Musa. We will not stand for arrogant leaders, Muslims or not. And our intention is to rebuild Masjid al-Islam. It sounds very good. The only thing is, it's all a big story. He sent out these letters. There's more stuff here. Right here, he's using our tax number. And he sent these out so that I will get this letter. That's harassment. That's harassment of us. That's not harassment, me harassing them. What about the rest of the community? What about everybody in Oakland? Did they know this was going on? Of course they did. What was their position? Did they stand by? Did they investigate? First, they don't have to take no side. But if it's an argument, they have to make peace. There's misstatements through all of this. This is not an internal anything. This is a direct attempted takeover of our community. And we recognize it as that from the minute it started happening. Not the minute. We recognized it from way before that. The symptoms was clear 10 years ago, real easy. Just, they were clear. Okay? They were everywhere. So what we had to do was, part of what their goal was to, a lot of this property and everything was bought in conjunction with some of the things that they was doing. They never fixed the property, they never used the property, they left it vacant. They used it as a storage and everything. By the time I came there to start fixing it, holes was in the roof and all kind of, it was unbelievable. You can imagine what happens to a building after 10 years of decay, just letting it sit there. Okay, so what we found ourselves was, we had to repair this whole building. We spent over $60,000 on the roof. When we go up on the roof, wouldn't nobody be up there but me. That's way back when they just floating around. I'm working on, when I would go to Oakland, I would work on this building almost all the time. That's what I would do personally. I would work on the property. So I took 8111 and 8109 and I said, I'll fix these first. So they were fixed wonderfully. Carpet, tile, all in the front. These are big buildings, you know. a big yard next to it, 8,000 square feet. So the arrangement go like this. How do we engineer this thing along? Number one, put it out there that we have basically used them. They was trying to use us. They was guaranteed that they gonna fill up this, but then we gained so much property. So the extra bonus was this property that's the focus of everything. Not the school, because with the school we put $51,000 in that. We told them to just, y'all want a school, just raise some money. They raised some money, of course, with our help, because we put, whenever we had a fundraiser out there, I know y'all think I'm crazy, but we would take $35,000 from these accounts. These people lie so bad, you don't even understand how bad they lie. Because I'm not saying nothing that goes behind it. Like, if we have a big fundraiser in Oakland, the guy, I'm sitting there in the front and I put a check on the thing. I said, the guy, he says, Masjid al-Islam has donated, because people remember, $35,000. That's from our account. It's not from their account, it's from our account here. Now there's some miracles going on. The miracles are like this. We spent $500,000 on the school here. Just think about that. In 10 years, let's say in 10 years, $500,000. We're paying all these taxes here and acquiring other properties here. And in 2005, we're paying